Hello and welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com. I'm Jim Sheehan, joined again by the head wrestling coach of the Hofstra Pride and the number 2 Iron Maiden fan in this room today. That is Papadatos. And Coach, the Pride coming off a 29th place finish at the Cliff Keen Las Vegas Invitational last weekend. Your assessment of the tournament?
I think if you talk about the team scores, I think of all the EIWA teams there, I think we only finished behind Cornell, so that's good. We finished ahead of all the other EIWA teams there. 29th, it's hard to put, I was thinking about it as I was driving in today, what I was going to say, because I'm far from happy. But there was some improvement. There was progress last year, going 10-10, having an All-American. There's been some struggles this year with some guys out for for the season and some injuries. But there's been progress this year, and this tournament was, going into that tournament, most people didn't probably expect us to finish where we finished. So we probably did better than what people expected, but it's not what we set out to do. It's not. So I don't want to get caught up in mediocrity and say, yeah, well, we did better, so it's good. It's not good as I want it to be, but there's progress, and there was definitely some highs that we want to cherish. So we're in a fine line of, we're making progress, and we want to be happy with that and let the guys know, hey, we're getting better, we're making progress, and we're happy, but we're nowhere near satisfied. We're nowhere near our end product. We're nowhere near where we want to be. We're nowhere near where we feel like we should be. So we can still make it work. But all in all, it was far from a disaster. I can say that.
Freshman Dylan Ryder advanced to the second day, got to the second round of the consolation round of 8. How did you view his performance?
I ran into the kid ranked number 9 in the country in that match, Matten from Michigan, big kid, good kid, experienced in national qualifier last year. Dylan competes, he battles. As I said, when he went 0-2 at the Army invite, which he's way better than 0-2, just interesting draw, interesting call in one of the matches. He always comes back better. He is as focused and as hardworking and heart that I've ever seen. So, I was happy with his effort, but I'm always happy. I'm happy with his effort every day in practice. I'm happy with his effort when we run. I'm happy with his effort when we do whatever we do. So, glad that a lot of his effort turned into wins, some good wins over some good kids. Avenged the loss because the Rutgers kid,
Yep.
I felt like dominated, probably 90% of that match.
Shane Meltzer.
Yep. So that it was, we're always happy with him. And the good news, he walked off the mat furious that he didn't place. Not happy, not like, hey man, I'm a true freshman, I had a good run. He was furious. And that's why he's going to be great, because he gets furious that even though he did better than most people expected, it's still below what he expects of himself. So that's why I'm glad he's here.
Ryder 8-8 right now as a true freshman, and good things are coming from him in the near future. Sage Heller, 3-2 in the tournament.
Yeah.
Strange tournament. 3 pins.
Yeah.
Got pinned twice.
Yeah. It's so interesting. He looked good in the matches he won. He was looking good. He had the Rutgers kid again. Interesting situation. He seems to get in that with that kid. The Luan kid from UNI is very, very good. I felt like he definitely could have did a better job, but happened the way it happened. But in all 3 matches that he pinned the kid, he was, I guess the Binghamton kid was relatively early, but he was winning and dominating other matches that he pinned their kids. And the Binghamton kid's another good kid that's actually ranked higher than the IWA, so that helps. He's beaten us before. It was nice. What he pinned him with was really, really nice. I was happy with him. I was happy with his confidence and his ability to get better, and we thought he could have made it to day 2 as well, and hopefully he keeps making progress as we get ready for our next match. I was happy with a lot of the guys. Trey had an interesting draw, but there's a good example of Dylan didn't have a great day as a true freshman at the Army, and Trey did, and now it's. Draws mean a lot. He had the number 1 guy in the nation, who a lot of people think maybe pound for pound number 1 in the country right now. He's averaging a takedown every 55 seconds in his every match so far, and he's an animal. And then he had a good kid in the wrestlebacks that he was losing big, showed his pose, and came back and almost won that match, but it wasn't enough, and he'll be ready to go next week.
Okay. Speaking of next week, it's right around the corner here. The Pride hosting Northern Colorado and VMI this weekend, Sunday, at the David S. Mack Sports and Exhibition Complex. It's also Alumni Day. Let's start with Alumni Day first.
A lot of alumni excited coming into town. We're unveiling a new banner for Nick Gallo's National Championship. There's going to be a new banner for all 30 All-Americans, and now we're going to be in the wrestling room. I think there's going to be a new banner for our conference titles, which it's already up there, and national tournament appearances, but they're making a brand new one, so it'll all be up for the match. And a lot of alumni coming in, and including, as far as he said, from North Carolina, our very first conference champion from 1952, who really likes Nick, is coming in as well for the day. I've never met him. I'm super excited that he's coming. He's Hofstra Wrestling's first conference champion in 1952. He'll be in attendance.
And his name is?
Not Stewart. Give me a second. His sister's name is Marge Stewart because she's coming with him. Art Strunk.
Art Strunk.
But the S kept throwing me off because his last name was not Stewart. Art Strunk.
Okay.
Two-time conference champ.
We look forward to seeing all our alumni
Yes.
on Sunday. First, VMI and Northern Colorado at 11 a.m. and then followed by Hofstra and Northern Colorado at 1 p.m. and the Bears of UNC, Northern Colorado, not North Carolina, come in at 0-2 this season with losses to West Virginia and Fresno State. A good Fresno State. They're both good teams.
Yes.
So,
Northern Colorado's a good team.
And you also saw Northern Colorado at Cliff Keen.
Yes.
Actually, I believe Sage Heller had a win over one of their
He did,
wrestlers.
and it's just expected to be the same kid who's going to wrestle. That's why I actually told him, don't pin him. Like, I don't want him to know the stuff that we, and then he pinned him. We were winning by 10 before we pinned him, but the kid's good. We caught him in some, as you can see, matches go, we lost, and then you turn matches around, so like, it don't matter that we beat him and pinned him before. We got to get ready to go.
And VMI at 3 o'clock. The Keydets are off to a 2-4 start.
Yeah, which is
and they've won their last two over Davidson and Sacred Heart.
Yes.
So they come in with a head of steam, and that's always a tough thing, especially for the last match of the day.
100%, and they're under a new coach is fired up, and they seem to be wrestling, better, and we'll be primed and ready for both. It's our home match, and we're looking to do what we do and come out with 2 victories, and that's the plan, and that's how we're approaching this week, because then we have a big break after that.
Right.
So we're excited. We're pretty healthy again. We left Vegas with no new injuries, so that's always a positive. So it was a pretty good weekend, and then there was no real new injuries. So we excited that we're healthy and going to go and hopefully put on a show for the alumni and the fans.
So come on out on Sunday, triple header.
Yeah.
VMI and Northern Colorado at 11, Hofstra and Northern Colorado at 1, VMI and Hofstra at 3 p.m. All one admission. Alumni Day, all you Hofstra wrestling alums, come on out. We're looking forward to seeing you, and there'll also be a social after the final match.
At the Green Turtle at 5.
At the Green Turtle at 5 o'clock. So if by some strange reason you can't make the wrestling matches, come on out to the Green Turtle.
We'd love to have you.
And we'd love to see you. Coach, good luck this weekend.
Appreciate it,
and this will be the second to last one before the holidays, so I'll save my holiday greetings to you and your family till next week.
I appreciate it, man, and hopefully Bruce Dickinson's watching. If you are, we got some songs for you.
All right, and thank you for watching the WB Mason Coaches Report on GoHofstra.com.